Houston's mayor is urging residents to stay alert as crime continues to rise in our city. Sergeant Jose Salazar with the Houston Police Department joins me live. Welcome to Houston's Morning Show. We're honored to have you with us today because a lot of people are really concerned about crime. There are thoughts that maybe the pandemic has stressed everybody out, but as you take a look at those numbers, do you have any idea why crime is up?
Well, when you look at violent crime, it's not just a Houston issue. You got to look nationwide. Everybody's going through these issues. For example, the mass shootings were down with the pandemic. Now that the pandemic, everything's opening back up. You're starting to see some mass shootings across America. But the most important thing here we have to remember also is that some of the victims that have become victims of violent crimes were involved in illegal activity also. So we at the Houston Police Department, we have to work together with the communities, get involved, be good witnesses. That's the message from the police department, from the chief of police. Be a good witness. And, ways to avoid yourself from being victimized. For example, the other day I was throw up in a bank. There was an individual had a lot of cash. He had just gotten some money. I was like, look, hide your money because there's bad guys out here looking at banks, looking for a victim just to take advantage of the opportunity. So we have to start thinking proactively. We have to take ownership of our communities. We have to really start communicating with one another. Like, for example, the Nextdoor app in your community, share information. If you see a suspicious vehicle, write down the license plate. You have cell phones, you have cameras now. We have to collaborate with our law enforcement partners, with our communities, and we have to all take ownership of this issue. So with that being said, be aware of the hands. For the other day, we had an incident at Minute Maid. Do not chase individuals down if someone snatches your phone. Just be a good witness. Find out where your police officers are at. If you're at an event, know where your police officers are posted. Communicate with them. What's the safest way to go? Lighting is the best deterrent for bad guys. So be in a well-lit area. Avoid staying out after midnight. If you can, please. We had robberies at drive-through McDonald's now. It's crazy the way things are happening lately, but we have to stay on top and be aware of everything that's going on. And, watch people's hands. If you're in a situation, know where the exit route's at. For example, if you're at a club and God forbid something goes down, know where the exit route's at, and have a plan. You have to have a plan. But, fear of crime has a stronger effect than the real crime itself. So, we're aware of that. And like I said, we need to calm down, get involved. For example, the bond reform has also hurt us with, it's been proven over and over and over where individuals are out and they go commit crimes again. So, we're on top of it. We're doing the best we can. I call them small wins. And as we all collaborate with our federal partners, our local partners, our state legislators, the criminal justice system, we could take control of it one day at a time. But the most important thing is, please, to all our citizens, also the phones. You walk in a restaurant, everybody's on their cell phone. They're walking across the street, they're not even aware of their surroundings. So be aware of your surroundings, hide your phone for a little while, and let's work together. Stay safe out there. We love you. The Houston Police Department's out there. We're getting involved right now with Constable, also Jerry Garcia, Precinct 2. We're starting to collaborate with other local law enforcement agencies that we have to merge forces and work together to attack these bad guys that are out here. And these individuals that are out here committing these crimes, we're aware of everything that's going on, and we're coming after you. You're not going to get away with it.
I like that warning because I think people need to realize that you are super vigilant right now trying to protect Houstonians. Now, that collaboration you just mentioned, does that have something to do with what Mayor Turner was hinting about getting an announcement this week on a new plan to fight crime?
Yes, that's been in talks for a while. And like I said, like even our chief said, he's not going to cast any stones on anyone. We're going to stay positive. We have to work together with all agencies, even our social services, because some of the victims, for example, of family violence, we have victim services division right now proactively going out there, having presentations and how to avoid to be a victim in violent family violence. That's been increased also. So we're being proactive, and that's all what we're asking everyone. Please be proactive yourself. Look out for your neighbors. Check your backseat when you get in your car. Just be proactive and watch people's hands and have a game plan. And if you're out with your partner, your spouse, your
All
friends, somebody be a good witness. So I have that phone ready.
Sergeant, thank you for your time this morning. Thank you for the tips to try to help keep us all safe. I hope you have a blessed day.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Thank you.
All right.